Good afternoon and welcome to Live at 5 on WBON Channel 9, where every local story starts here. I'm Gwendolyn Morton. Well, Richmond police are still searching for a suspect at large wanted in connection with a string of auto thefts over this past weekend. It all started Friday afternoon at around 3:40 p.m. when Berea police notified the Richmond Police Department of a stolen vehicle. Richmond officers spotted the vehicle at about 5:30 Friday evening and attempted a traffic stop on the Eastern Bypass. The suspect ditched the vehicle off the bypass near the area in front of Hooters and fled on foot. Reportedly, the suspect then commandeered a vehicle near exit 87 that was occupied. The suspect allowed the occupant of the car to exit the vehicle before driving away. Over the weekend, on Saturday, Madison County Sheriff's deputies found that vehicle in the Waco area. While investigating the second stolen car, a report of a white 2008 Ford pickup license number Kentucky 396006 was reported stolen. That vehicle was also spotted Saturday on I-75, where a short pursuit occurred. However, the suspect once again was able to evade officers. You can take a good look at these photos. Those are now up on WBON TV as well. And if you can help identifying this person, you're asked to please contact the Richmond Police Department. Well, a preliminary hearing for Lance Storrs, the man charged of killing 3 Floyd County officers, was canceled by the judge late this afternoon after a grand jury indicted Storrs this afternoon. Storrs faces 3 counts of murder, 6 counts of attempted murder, and 7 counts of wanton endangerment. According to the Commonwealth's attorney, they may pursue the death penalty. Captain Ralph Frazier, Deputy William Petrie, canine handler Jacob Chaffins, along with the canine officer Drago, were killed as a result of the shooting in the Allen community of Floyd County. Floyd County Sheriff John Hunt said the incident stemmed from a domestic violence investigation call. Hunt says the deputies went to the house on Railroad Street in Allen to serve an EPO and immediately came under fire in what is described as an ambush. The shootout is being described as the single deadliest event for Kentucky law enforcement in almost a century. The Kentucky State Police Post 12 has been contacted by the Hope Center in Lexington about an inmate who walked away from their facility. David D. Lewis, an inmate of Blackburn Correctional Complex who was staying at the Hope Recovery Residence in Lexington, removed his ankle monitor and walked away from the facility. David Lewis was last seen wearing blue jeans and a white sleeveless shirt, carrying a black trash bag of his personal belongings. Anyone with any information is asked to contact their local agency or the Kentucky State Police Post 12 at 502-227-2221. Well, recently, due to a number of Facebook posts referencing a low-flying plane in Madison County, the question still stands to most viewers, what exactly are these low-flying planes doing? WBON TV called the Central Kentucky Regional Airport, where reportedly the flying planes belong to the military and are not required to alert local airports. The planes are reported to be C-130s. Well, born out of the need to reschedule the U.S. 25 yard sale to the fall, the Boonway Yard Sale is a recent but welcome addition to the local event calendar. Event organizer Randy Coffey tells WBON that a now annual yard sale was a sign that both shoppers and sellers wanted an additional opportunity to pick up items you just can't find anywhere else. With a preview of this year's sale and an interview with Coffey, here's WBON TV's Gage Hill.
If you've missed some of the large yard sales that have taken place throughout the summer, you'll still have a chance to travel around central and eastern Kentucky and pick up some unique items in the coming months. The annual Boonway Yard Sale will once again be held this fall, and we spoke with organizer Randy Coffey, who has more details on the upcoming event.
We had so much luck rescheduling in 2020 to the fall because of COVID that a lot of people said, it's good weather, it's a little cooler, why don't we just move the date? And I said, hey, what if we had 2? And a light went on in everybody's head. Hey, let's have 2. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to have 2 a year. We're going to do it October the 7th and the 8th. And to keep them separate, we've given it a different name. It's called Kentucky's Boon Way Yard Sale. It has its own separate Facebook page. They share a web page that's separate from the two Facebook pages. But we recommend that folks go to both Facebook pages and join those so they'll get the updates and the notifications. But there should be plenty of stuff there. If you don't find an answer to your question, pick up the phone and call me. My phone number's on the flyers. It's the phone number attached to the web page and the Facebook page, and I'll sit right and visit with you for 20 minutes if that's what we need to do to get you taken care of. This is an organic event. We don't have a budget.
Coffey says the tourism departments of each town the yard sale will take place in are pivotal in making sure the event is on people's radar. So far, they've done a great job at promoting the event, according to the event organizer.
Berea, Mount Vernon, Richmond, all those folks, Corbin, I can't say enough about them. They do a great job. They do what they're supposed to do. Everybody knows what's going on. They try to help us the best they can, and we really appreciate that. But we spend no money. So if you see an ad, that was an in-kind ad. In other words, if you see it in the newspaper, somebody either paid for that out of their pocket and donated it for me that I don't know about. This is a Kentucky event.
The Boonway Yard Sale will be taking place on October 7th and 8th throughout central and eastern Kentucky, so now is a good time to clean out your attic for any hidden treasures. For WBON TV Channel 9, I'm Gage Hill.
Thanks, Gage, for that story. Looks like a fun event. Well, Saturday morning, July 9th, the Estill County Sheriff's Department and the Irvin Police Department responded to West Irvin Cemetery in reference to a female taking flower arrangements from the cemetery and putting them in her vehicle. The investigation led to the arrest of 43-year-old Hope Johnson of Irvin. She is charged with violating graves, which is a Class D felony. According to Sheriff Flynn, the female was cooperative and assisted in putting the items back where they belonged. If anyone sees any suspicious activity at any cemetery, they're asked to call dispatch and report it so they can try to keep this from happening, Flynn added. Well, in a story we've been following here at WBON TV, a man arrested in Kentucky who allegedly kidnapped a 75-year-old woman in Alabama and left her tied up in his closet has waived his right to extradition here in Kentucky. Tuesday night, Kentucky State Police Post 7 in Richmond arrested 47-year-old Tony White while he was traveling on I-75. During Friday's court appearance, White waived his right to extradition hearing and was remanded into the custody until Alabama authorities can come and pick him up. White is currently being held in the Madison County Detention Center. And with that, we're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. We've got weather and more news coming up right after this.
You may think the only way to pay for a nursing home is to spend down your life savings or sell your home. Elder Law Lexington can protect your home and life savings through a comprehensive plan so you can qualify for Medicaid. When there's a plan in place, you can rest assured knowing your estate is handled and your family is covered. Give them a call at 888-4-ELDER-LAW or go to elderlawlexington.com. Their Berea office is now open for your convenience.
Here at Madison HVAC, it is our job to keep you comfortable. We make projects pain-free for homeowners by providing solutions that fix the problem. With upfront pricing and multiple financing plans, no matter what shape your credit is in, there is always a budget-friendly option. Don't forget, we offer free quotes and second opinions. Give Madison HVAC a call at 859-625-1471, and remember, we fix that too.
Hi, I'm Ben Rollins, grandson of Hall of Fame baseball coach at EKU, Jim Ward. The next time you are looking for a new or gently used vehicle to purchase, I would love for you to stop by and see me at Gates Ford in Richmond, Kentucky. With 5 local lots, we have a huge inventory selection to choose from.
They call me ZZ Top. I put my hands on every car on the lot.
Just imagine a place where God, family, America, and treating people right is demonstrated on a daily basis. If this sounds like a place you'd like to do business, come see me, Ben Rollins, at Gates Ford in Richmond, Kentucky.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
Fayette County Corrections is seeking employees who want to work now, and they are ready and willing to help you get started today.
When you first come here, you'll be with me for 5 weeks, and we will teach you the book work, which consists of PowerPoints, some physical activity.
Working at the Fayette Corrections facility is a job you can be proud of.
When I leave at home, I would tell my kids that, hey, I'm going to work to keep the bad guys in so you all be safe on the outside.
Apply today at lexingtonky.gov/correctionsjobs.
Locally family-owned and operated Bluegrass Restoration and Construction is a full-service construction company offering full-service home maintenance. Bluegrass Restoration specializes in wind, fire, and water damage and mold remediation. With 24/7 emergency services, Bluegrass Restoration and Construction is here to serve you during any emergency. All their services are performed in-house with no subcontractors. No job is too big or small for Bluegrass Restoration and Construction. Give them a call at 859-353-1133.
Welcome back to Live at 5 on Channel 9, where every local story starts here. Pretty good weather out there today, kind of warm, but we've got Susie Martin in the Weather Center. She's going to tell us what to expect for the work week.
Hey everyone, and thank you so much, Gwendolyn, from the Madison HVAC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Susie Martin. So we've got the heat finally cutting back as a cold front is working its way on through the region, and this is going to generate some rumbles as we transition to this cooler pattern. We do have, though, cooler temperatures ahead, and then after this, we have a stretch of sunshine that will last us for a few days. We do have mainly clear conditions as we head into this evening, and it's definitely warm. We will be bottoming out in the 70s, we're thinking. So nice, comfortable start to the day, I suppose. But again, we do have some cooler temperatures ahead. We've got the cold front here that's tracking through. This will be generating a few thunderstorms, primarily as we're looking towards the afternoon as that boundary progresses. Now, we do have drier air aloft, though, that's going to suppress some of the thunderstorm development. So it doesn't look like a widespread rain or thunder scenario, but some scattered activity absolutely showing up. We've got this cold front pushing through Indiana overnight. It kind of fizzles out here, though, by the time the rain and thunderstorms build across the region. And then tomorrow evening, maybe a couple of storms across the region, maybe a possibility, or afternoon into the evening, more so to our south and east. In terms of severe weather, I'm not seeing any big concerns. There is a marginal threat, but that's well out to the east of the region in that darker shade of green. So that does not include much of our local region here, or any of it for that matter. Sunshine to kick off our day tomorrow, but starting at 11 a.m., we'll see some thunderstorm threats, scattered in nature. Just a few pop-up showers and rumbles possible. I'm not too concerned with the severity of those storms. High temperatures at around 90 degrees and the heat index values in the mid to upper 90s range. But noting how we do cool down significantly in the wake of this cold front, highs in the upper 80s. We'll see the dew points cutting back a little bit, so improvement in our humidity and a stretch of sunshine for quite some time all the way through the weekend, with Sunday's next chance of rain and thunder. Back to you, Gwendolyn.
Thanks, Susie. And for weather all the time, you'll find it on Channel 9 online. Check out our Facebook page and WBONTV.com, courtesy of Bluegrass Restoration and Construction. Well, if you thought COVID was a thing of the past, it might not be. According to the CDC, there has been a steady increase in positive test results for COVID-19 in Fayette County. There is a new variant called BA.5, and according to Dr. Jeff Fox, that variant could be making its way to Lexington. The CDC will keep us updated weekly through their COVID data tracker. A case involving a corrections officer charged with deviant sexual intercourse with an inmate will move to a grand jury. 22-year-old Joshua Rogers is charged with third-degree sodomy, according to his arrest citation. Rogers served as a correction officer at the Fayette County Detention Center. Jail spokesman Matt Lamons said Rogers was fired last month. During Friday's court appearance, Rogers waived his right to a preliminary hearing, and his case will now be sent to the grand jury. According to federal law, an inmate is unable to legally consent to any sexual contact with a jail guard or employee. With that, we're going to take a quick break. We've got EKU news coming up right after this.
I'm Michelle. And I'm Jennifer, and in the spring of 1992, Bishop Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, We have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Kokedit, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop's Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 Northwest Avenue in Richmond. We can't wait to see you.
If you love local sports, you'll love the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Join your hosts Samantha Burford and Michael Watkins as they break down, recap, and preview sports news in our area. Each Monday night from 6 to 7 on WBON TV Channel 9 and on Y92.5, V99.3, and CBS Sports Radio 103.5. The Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show is also brought to you by the Richmond Raceway, Bluegrass Restoration and Construction, the Law Office of Patrick O'Neill, Nuevo Vallarta, and Bishop's Small Engine Repair.
At Fast Flow Plumbing, you aren't sending your money to Texas and Florida to the big corporate plumbing companies. We're local, and that allows us to invest in the latest technologies like Permaliner for no-dig sewer replacements, which we warranty for 20 years. Fast Flow is the future of plumbing. Don't destroy your landscaping and finished basement because a plumber tells you he has to replace your sewer. Keep your home beautiful. Call a local pro at Fast Flow.
Get ready for one of the biggest events of the year. Huckleberry Promotions presents the first ever Bourbon Jam Outdoor Music Festival in Richmond at the Richmond Mall Outdoor Venue on Saturday, August 13th. Gates open at 10 a.m. First show kicks off at noon. Support local musicians, local businesses, and honor those first responders who protect the community. Come out and enjoy 10 hours of live entertainment, a car and motorcycle show, cornhole tournament, kids events, food trucks, local vendors, and Kentucky's finest breweries and distilleries. The Bourbon Jam Music Festival brought to you in part by Jim Beam and 100.7 The Coyote.
WBON TV 9 is proud to be your source for local news, local weather, and local sports. At WBON TV 9, we pride ourselves on being the local leader when something happens in our area. Channel 9 reaches nearly 900,000 people with our over-the-air coverage. WBON TV 9 is also the #1 source you turn to locally for news on Facebook and WBONTV.com. Now you can enjoy all the local news, weather, and sports each weekday afternoon. Join us each weekday from 5 to 5:30 for the Live at 5 newscast. It's streaming on the WBON TV Facebook page, YouTube channel, Roku channel, and our live player on WBONTV.com. And of course on Richmond's new and first TV channel, available on Channel 9.1 over the air, Spectrum Channel 712, and on Urban Community Television, PRTC Cable, and Crystal Broadband. WBON TV, where every local story starts here.
Welcome back to Live at 5 on Channel 9. WBON TV has continued to update you on the story surrounding the EKU softball program and the allegations made against their head coach. With the latest updates, here's Michael Watkins with sports.
With all the controversy surrounding the allegations against EKU softball coach Jane Worthington, one thing that EKU has promised to do is their due diligence to the student athletes who came forth with the issues they faced while at the program, but also the longtime coach. Over the weekend, Director of Athletics Matt Rohn released another statement. Less than 72 hours ago, Eastern Kentucky University opened an investigation regarding allegations of misconduct within our EKU softball program. I appreciate that those involved, as well as our media outlets, desire a swift resolution. These are serious allegations, and serious allegations require a thorough examination of the facts. EKU is committed to doing so in this manner without compromising the accuracy of the investigation. We remain unable to comment at this time due to the fact that this is both an ongoing investigation and a personnel matter. Well, last night on Facebook, former EKU softball player Ashley Dollins-Price put a post up about her time at EKU. She said that while her first year at EKU was hard, she wanted to quit, but then found the encouragement and strength to press on, and she did. The next year, she came back and became a starter. Invested in herself and her academics, she said, "Jane is tough, and she is competitive. It is our job to choose to step up and be the athlete we want. I chose the EKU softball program every year for 4 years. I chose the hard, competitive spirit, and for that, I'm a stronger person than I could have ever imagined, and I am thankful for it. I never felt scared, I never doubted I wouldn't be fed, and I never doubted that Coach wasn't doing her job. These were hard times that I wanted to quit, but overcoming the hard has built me the life I love and cherish now. She goes on to say later in her statement that she's met a lot of people in her life who have made a significant impact in her, but few quite like Coach Worthington. She says, I came to Richmond as a girl who let anything bother her, but left matured, fortified in strength, competition, and desire for more. Thank you, Coach Worthington, for my 4 years. Many former players continue to come out with negative and positive remarks. Other former players have also came out to back Coach Worthington, and while it's still uncertain on what the university will decide or when they will decide it, Coach Worthington has had an impact on many of her former players. Well, also today is the first day back to work for many of our coverage area sports programs. The KHSAA dead period, as it's officially known, came to an end yesterday, marking the start of the preseason for fall sports such as football and volleyball, among others. As we move throughout the week, WBON TV will be checking in with some of these teams to see how their first week back looks for the players and coaches. And don't forget, folks, tonight on the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show, we'll have a lot more on the Jane Worthington controversy. We'll also be joined by EKU football coach Walt Wells to discuss EKU Fan Day coming up in August. We'll be joined by Grant Stepp and members of the Colonel Club to talk about the upcoming golf scramble. And a Madison Central golfer will be joining us on the show tonight as well. It's from 6 to 7 on the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. For WBON TV Sports, I'm Michael Watkins.
Thanks, Michael, for that sports report. We're going to take another quick break. We'll be right back with lots more news.
Man Chrysler in Richmond is Truck Town, USA. New trucks, used trucks, little trucks, big trucks, short trucks, long trucks. Hey, that's not a truck. Work trucks and fancy trucks. Who says you can't get a truck? Come on down to Man Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Richmond for your best deal today. Truck Town, USA.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
The Old West, the way you remember it. Good guys and bad guys.
Come and join us as we watch and talk about the best of the West.
Western movies, TV shows, and more.
Draw Western Theater, Saturdays at 1 p.m.
Here on Richmond's very own Channel 9.
Choose Mercy Health, Markham and Wallace Hospital for your health care. Consider having your preventative care such as a CT lung screening, a mammogram, or a colonoscopy at Markham and Wallace Hospital. You can feel safe to come to the hospital campus. Following CDC guidelines, our care team is doing everything possible to ensure your safety and well-being. For more information about Markham and Wallace Hospital, call 606-723-2115 or visit mercy.com.
When perfect is in the air, you can feel it. Presenting the new Ultimate Comfort System from Lennox, the most advanced heating and air conditioning system ever.
Call 859-779-0122 now and get the best Lennox home comfort systems at a price you'll love. That's affordable heating and air at 859-779-0122 or online at affordableheating-air.com.
Batteries Unlimited in Richmond can energize you when your batteries fade out. They can also cut and make most home and automobile keys, replace and program key fobs, and make copies of your house keys. Plus, cell phone screen repair. Bring in your Apple or Samsung today. We are your home for all batteries. Go see Chris at Batteries Unlimited, Commercial Drive in Richmond.
Welcome back to Live at 5 on Channel 9. Well, a Harlan County man is in trouble. He is facing numerous charges following an investigation by the Kentucky Department of Fish and Wildlife Resources into reports of an alligator in a creek near the community of Big Laurel. An official press release, the division says Cameron Cornett, 23, of Big Laurel, is charged with illegally transporting and possessing an inherently dangerous exotic non-native animal, not reporting its escape to the Kentucky Department of Fish and Wildlife Resources, and not having a permit or documentation for other exotic animals in his possession. Acting on a tip received June 19th, Kentucky Fish and Wildlife Conservation Officer Kyle Clark and Fish and Wildlife Technician Aaron Smith searched a portion of Greasy Creek just off Kentucky 208 that evening and in early morning hours of the next day before finding the alligator. Upon locating the 4.5-foot animal, they left to retrieve equipment to help capture it. When they returned, they found blood on a rock next to the creek and blood trail leading to the highway. Clark's investigation led him to the residence of a relative of Cornett. When he visited the residence, Clark saw blood in the bed of a pickup truck. The relative told the officer that Cornett brought the alligator to Kentucky from Florida and kept the animal in an enclosure in his front yard, but that it had escaped 2 or 3 weeks earlier. The alligator's whereabouts were not known until video of it in the creek surfaced on social media. The relative told Clark that Cornett was concerned about the attention and gave instructions to kill the animal. The relative and another person did so. Officer Clark seized the carcass. Cornett was cited June 23rd. Kentucky Fish and Wildlife occasionally receive reports of alligators and caimans in state waterways. Clark said, "There are reasons why we have laws in place prohibiting the importation of exotic and inherently dangerous animals." 2 reasons are potential transmission of disease and introduction of species that can harm Kentucky's native wildlife, people, pets, or livestock. Alligators don't make good pets. Even a smaller one can injure a person, Clark added. When an alligator grows beyond a person's capacity to care for it, oftentimes it gets released into the wild and then it becomes a potential danger to others. Besides, it's unlikely to survive through the winter. Cornett will be arraigned on August the 8th. Well, the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet advises motorists of a project scheduled for Tates Creek Road, that's 1974, in Lexington, Kentucky. Chip seal operations will be applied as preventative maintenance. The chip seal treatment slows the deterioration of pavement, reduces upkeep, and the costs of construction. In addition, it provides motorists with an increased safety. Monday, July 11th, 7 until 5, chip seal application. Tuesday, the 12th, from 7 to 5, chip seal application. Monday, July 18th, from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., resurfacing operations, as well as Tuesday, July 19th, 7 a.m. till 5 p.m., resurfacing operations. Kentucky Tates Creek 1974 work will be in effect between DeLong Road, milepoint 4.228, and Bridlewood Lane, Crestfield Lane. Alternating lane closures will be in place. Motorists will be able to pass through the work zone. All work closures are scheduled on a tentative basis and subject to change depending on the weather condition. Emergency and other factors beyond the control of the Department of Highways may change that schedule as well. Well, thanks so much for joining us today on Live at 5. Don't go anywhere. Of course, right after this, we've got the Daily Flash. They've got pop culture and all the late celebrity news. And of course, also the sports show tonight, the Jack Burford Sports Show right here with Michael Watkins. Don't go anywhere. You're really going to enjoy that. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow live at 5.